The 2016 Mercedes-AMG S65 Coupe rocket by Brabus. Like the world-class aftermarket tuner that rises up to the occasion, the tuning prowess of Brabus was at full display at the 2016 Geneva Motor Show. The German tuner was on hand to present a handful of its latest programs, including kits for the Mercedes-AMG C63 S and the Mercedes G500. As impressive as those programs were, the real showcase project of Brabus was the AMG S65 Coupe 900 rocket. Yes, the Mercedes-AMG S65 Coupe has just joined the rocket family. We already know what being a member of the exclusive rocket club means. Not only did the AMG S65 Coupe receive a carbon fiber aerodynamic kit, it was also the recipient of one of the most gorgeous interior modifications we've seen in a long time. Most importantly, though, was the engine upgrade that Brabus gave to the high-performance Coupe's 6.0-liter biturbo V12 engine. Suffice to say, the 900 designation is clear indicator on the kind of power the AMG S65 has under its hood. The rocket program is when Brabus is at its sickest. As if building impressive kits aren't enough, the German tuner still has another level to go to when it really wants to put some serious power on its projects. The AMG S65 is the latest to be welcomed to this family, and it once again proves that when it comes to turning Mercedes models into veritable rockets on four wheels, few do it better than Brabus. Continue after the jump to read the full review. Exterior. The exterior changes to the AMG S65 Coupe are limited to a few carbon fiber components, all of which are meant to improve the model's looks and performance characteristics. Up front, Brabus installed a new spoiler with noticeably different air intakes. The silver arrows badge was also taken out in favor of the tuner's unmistakable B logo. Moved to the sides, and the only significant changes are the carbon fiber mirror caps and side skirts. Finally, the rear section of the AMG S65 Coupe featured a more pronounced spoiler and a bespoke diffuser with its own cutouts to accommodate the quad exhaust tips on opposite ends of the rear. The German tuner finished off the exterior upgrades with a new set of either 21 or 22-inch wheels. There's also an option to get the wheels in various design finish depending on the customer's taste and preference. Interior. Brabus never wastes an opportunity to put its best foot forward at a show like Geneva. The tuner knows how to do it big, and that's exactly what it did with the AMG S65 Coupe's interior. The most significant addition is the leather and trim combination, highlighted by a light brown and magnolia leather that create the perfect two-tone application that complements the gloss black exterior. The leather itself is complemented by a beige top stitching and fire piping, while the pedals, paddle shifters, and door pins all received aluminum versions of themselves. Dark wood inlays with open pore surfaces and umbra color or wood trims finish off the decadent upgrades on the AMG S Coupe's interior. Suffice to say, if first impressions count for anything, Brabus hit a home run with what it did to the Coupe's interior. Drivetrain. As impressive as the interior of the AMG S65 Coupe is, the real main event of Brabus' rocket program can be found under the hood of the high-performing coupe. Pop it open and it reveals a world of unbridled power, the kind that gives justice to its rocket name. Brabus was able to extract an incredible 887 horsepower and 1,106 pound-feet of torque. The extensive modification began by actually increasing the displacement of the massive V12 engine from 6.0 liters to 6.3 liters. Once that was accomplished, Brabus took out the V8s as standard turbochargers and dropped in a larger pair to increase the amount of power that can be squeezed out of the engine. A special billet crankshaft with a longer stroke was also put in place, as well as a high-performance exhaust and a reprogrammed EQ unit. Altogether, Brabus was able to extract an incredible 887 horsepower and 1,106 pound-feet of torque. By comparison, the standard AMG S65 Coupe produces a measly by comparison 621 ponies and 738 pound-feet of twist. A 7-speed automatic transmission sends all that power to the rear wheels, where a Brabus developed limited slip differential weights to provide a smoother transfer of power to the rear axle. The AMG S65 Coupe rocket's performance numbers are no joke either. For instance, it can now sprint from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds. That's 0.3 of a second quicker than the standard model. Top speed also increases from the standard 186 miles per hour to a supercar-worthy 217 miles per hour. Suspension. The huge engine upgrade wouldn't be possible if Brabus left the coupe's suspension alone. That's why the tuner installed its own suspension-lowering kit, helping the car drop its height by 0.6 inches. Pricing. No word yet on how much this program will cost, but considering the extent of modifications on all facets of the coupe, don't expect the rocket kit for the AMG S65 Coupe to come cheap. Competition. Rolls-Royce Sanguine by Mansory. This may sound like a little bit of a cop-out, but with the exclusive number of competitors for the AMG S65 Coupe, there are really just a handful of worthy rivals to the most powerful AMG-powered coupe. One of these models is the Rolls-Royce Wraith, which was the subject of a recent aftermarket work courtesy of Mansory. You all remember it by now as the Sanguine kit, which Mansory unveiled at the 2014 Geneva Motor Show. The Swiss tuner unveiled the Sanguine's kit with a comprehensive list of modifications. It had an aero kit made up of a carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber front wings, side sills, and rear widening components. It also had a cabin filled to the brim with handcrafted leather and Macassar ebony wood elements. And, of course, it had a performance upgrade that brought the luxury coupe's output to 729 horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute and 737 pound-feet of torque, significantly more than the Wraith's standard output of 624 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. That cuts the car's 0 to 60 mph time to 4.4 seconds and pushes its top speed to 186 miles per hour. Read our full review here. Bentley Continental GT Monster by Mulliner. The other model that's most commonly brought up as a competitor to the Mercedes-AMG S65 Coupe is the Bentley Continental GT. It's worth noting that there aren't that many tuning kits available for the Continental GT. That said, there is the Continental by Mulliner. The exterior of the project piece was dressed in a glossy shade of onyx black paint finish with Hotspur red accents on a handful of components in the body. It also has black hood vents and a new set of polished, gloss back wheels. Inside, the Continental's customization is turned a few levels up and is highlighted by a bespoke audio unit made up of 3,400 watts and 16 speakers that Monster developed specifically for this model. Lastly, a 24-karat gold wireless headphone was also added to the cabin. Unfortunately, the Continental Monster by Mulliner didn't come with an engine upgrade, leaving it lacking in power relative to its two rivals. It still has a 4.0-liter, twin-turbo V8, but with a standard output of 521 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque. Read our full review here. Conclusion. The limits to Brabus tuning genius knows no bounds. That's the best way to describe this program, which is just as awesome as some of the tuner's past works. There's a level of sustained excellence that only a few aftermarket companies have reached. I dare say that Brabus has already reached that level, and with new programs like this AMG S65 Coupe rocket, it's going to be a long time before the German tuner loses a step to the competition. Love its subtle yet effective aero kit, beautiful interior, massive engine and performance upgrades. Leave it maintenance could be an issue, won't be cheap. Other tuners have just unveiled their own kits for this model.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.